Everybody, thank you for watching this. This is one of my favorite MCs from New Jersey. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. You don't hear me say that about a lot of people, but everybody that I get to interview on Heritage Hip Hop, if I say it, I mean it. You know what I'm saying? Give everybody your social medias and how they can get in contact with you.
The most efficient way to contact me would be either my email or my Instagram. The Instagram is _I am Solis, SOLIS, and then my email is solis.bookings@gmail.com.
All right. Now, usually when I end interviews now, we didn't really do this the first time, is I ask rapid fire questions. Because this is an album specific type of thing, I could do the rapid fire questions, or I can give you something else. What do you prefer?
What is the something else?
It depends.
Oh, jeez.
Rapid fire is usually like who's your favorite MC, who this, who that, but I would change it for you for this. Something else is more you directed.
I direct it?
Yeah, it's yours. How about you?
Nah.
So what would you rather have, some rapid fire or some Solis and total control?
Yeah, no, Solis don't got the leadership qualities. So I guess we'll go with the rapid fire.
All right, rapid fire.
I'm terrible at being fast, though. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, that's cool. I'm not going to do too much. We'll keep it light, and it's not going to be the same typical rapid fire questions I ask everybody else.
Right.
Which is like, who's your favorite artist in hip hop? What's the most complete album? What's your favorite beat? I'm not going to ask that.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it geared towards this project. The first question is, what music influences you the most outside of hip hop and why?
Reggae.
And tell me why.
Because of its acknowledgement and its I feel like the source is love. It's always surrounded by love and appreciation for other people, whether you're black, white, yellow. It never really matters in reggae. The whole idea of reggae, aside from the Rastafarian influence of going back to Africa, it's unity and love, and I feel like that's the most important thing.
Okay. Next question. Since we're talking about vibes, feelings, and unity, what is it about music that really brings people together? Is it rhythm or is it harmony?
I think nowadays people would say harmony, but I think in actuality it's rhythm, because in rhythm is the basic source for life. Okay. Everything in the world physically is created by vibrations, and a vibration carries the rhythm. And when you learn certain songs, certain things, it's more of the rhythm of the song. Usually when you forget words to a song, you remember the flow, which is necessarily the rhythm of the music. So I feel like the rhythm is really the basis, and you can't have harmony without the rhythm. So the rhythm is the most important.
When it comes to creating music, blending the voice and the beat is the lost art now. Because the perfect song brings a smile to your face. What is the perfect song and how did it inspire you?
All One. And it inspired me, or more like it was inspired by several different occasions. All One was specifically, I learned my ability for appreciation. I learned how to appreciate people when I met these two talented, beautiful females. One, her name was Cheryl, and then the other was Sanj. And last year, around this time, we had spent a lot of time sitting down making music, and it had that effect on me where I said that 3 a.m, everybody's asleep thing, and I was spending time with these two women that I realized this may not be here again. I sat there looking at them work, freestyling, and I'm like, yo, one day me and them are gonna be old, and we're not gonna be able to do this again. I got goosebumps. We're not gonna be able to do this again. And right there at that moment, they taught me how to appreciate the moment, whether they believe it or not. And with that experience, I had read a book titled The Raw Material, Ra being the Kemetic god for the sun.
R-A-H?
Yeah.
R-A.
R-A.
Okay.
So it was The Raw Material, The Law of One.
That's deep.
That was what the book is. And the book is basically like this group of people who do channelings. And the being that they channel is a higher dimensional being that tells them that the most important thing is love, and that everything in the universe is one thing. no matter how different it may look. And it was a true story, by the way. One of the people in that channeling actually committed suicide, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's neat. Okay, so, wow, you just threw me off. All right.
Super sorry.
No, that's cool. Definitely me. That's a real touchy subject for me.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah. So then, let's come back a little bit and let's have some fun. That really threw me off. When it comes to the identity of Solis, how would you define yourself at this stage, and how would you want to be defined later in life?
Right now, I'd say I'm a hermit, like you said.
Yes, you are.
That's definitely where I am right now, because I hate being on Instagram. I hate the social media, the social where we are. Period. Where everything's so connected. So yeah, right now I'm basically almost a hermit, and then in the future I'd hope to be somebody who's a hermit, but people understand that they could come to me. Like, it's not that I don't want to be interactive. It's that I want to be interactive with the people who want to feel. Mm-hmm. So, those things. Being the light for somebody. Even though I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I feel like I could comfort people well.
You want to be that guy from Street Fighter 3, like I said, who lives all alone, but he's the most powerful fighter in the game with one arm. Yeah, I got you. I'm feeling you. I got you. All right. So, you really threw me off with the death thing.
I completely apologize.
No, I'm coming back. But let's have some fun with it. So, your culture and your ethnic identity has always been something that makes you who you are in your music.
And I struggled with it. I think the struggling is what made the music, and as opposed to feeling like a part.
With that being a culture, hip-hop being a culture, and music being a lifestyle, where do you want to see you take those definitions further in your music?
Where would I like to take them?
Yeah.
I'd like to take music. Well, first of all, I'd like to take culture in a perspective where I hope people understand that you have to learn who you are, where you come from. Don't expect white America to teach you about Puerto Rican history. Don't expect white America to teach you about, South American history. They're not going to teach you that. The only thing they're going to teach you is that they killed your people. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So when it comes to music and the cultural aspect, I hope I teach people that it's important to learn who you are, but also respect others as well, and that you're no better yet no less than anyone. In a musical aspect, I hope to take it to a place where people understand that it's cool to have fun. You could use music to have fun. I think Hispanic people use music in a better way than hip-hop has in terms of having fun. You don't have to rap about having the biggest chains and drugs to have a party song. In Hispanic music, you go to Hispanic households and they throw on music. There's one song where it's like, No le pega a la negra, which is don't hit the black girl. Okay. And the whole song, this plays in Hispanic parties, but it's a song about slavery where the guy is saying we don't do that no more. It's not a good thing to do these things, but yet we're turning up to it. I feel like Hispanic people use their music in a good way to turn up as well as educate, and I hope I could do the same thing.
Yeah, that's missing the hip hop, because that's what house music did for us. Follow Me and stuff like that. Yeah, that's deep. All right, so here's my last question. I hope everybody enjoyed this interview, because I enjoy it. This is my man. I don't get to see him a lot, so when I do, it's love.
Always.
So here's my last question. I want Solis to define greatness to me.
Greatness.
But let me give you the example first.
Okay.
LeBron James is the greatest player in our generation now, right? Mm-hmm. Number one player in the world, everybody says, right? And when you ask LeBron James about greatness, he said, I never wanted to be Michael Jordan. I wanted to be Allen Iverson. He was the greatest to me. When you look at today's NBA, Luka Doncic is the star of the Dallas Mavericks. And he says, I want to be the greatest of all time. I want to be like LeBron. Mm-hmm. So greatness changes in time.
Yeah.
How do you define greatness, and what is it going to take for you to be great in your own eyes?
To be great is to do But when we talk about great, it's usually applied to something. Like you said, it was in basketball, it was this, it was that. None of that greatness would have came out if they didn't love the sport. If they didn't love what they were doing. When you love something, again, not saying that I understand what love is completely yet, but when you love something, you do it with pure intentions. You do it for the fact that it makes you feel good and that you want to contribute, you know? So LeBron James may not have wanted to be Michael Jordan, but the fact that he loved the sport so much allowed him to get to almost where Michael Jordan is right now. If not at Michael Jordan level gameplay, you know? And that to me is greatness, to see somebody do something that they actually love to do. And to me, that's great. Without, love is not concerned about money. You do this hip hop shit because you love it and that you're not expecting the green to come forward. You write books because you love to write books. You do these things because you love to do them. And if you put all your energy and your pure intentions into what you are doing, then that to me is greatness.
So everybody, the Not My Love is a great EP, and I think you should go check it out. It's on SoundCloud right now. Is it also for purchase?
No, this is one of the only projects that I don't have in terms of owning. The only song that I own on the project is Midnight Blues.
Okay.
And
so it's promo?
Not really, but for Midnight Blues, that's on every streaming service.
Okay, great.
And the money generated from that is being donated to help build the Haile Selassie High School in Jamaica.
That's dope. So the Not My Love EP, great project. The Good People EP, great project. Classic to me. Paradise is dope.
Thank you.
Less Words, Alone, All One, whatever you want to say. Great song. Love them. And more importantly, you have a great MC in front of you, so support the artists. Hit them up, both of them. And hopefully I can get this man on a very special project we got coming out and with a feature. That would be so dope that it would change the world.
I'm already with it.
All right, everybody. So thank you for watching Heritage Hip Hop. Thank you for my man coming on the show. And yo, we are more than music. We are politics. We are depth, and we are leadership.
We are love, amor de Dios.
And that's what it is. All right, y'all. Peace.
Holy love, love, I can feel you. I'm reminded of that place in love I fall. And no matter where I go, I'm all alone. 'Cause all is one, and one is all. Whether it's the breeze, the seas, the trees, you leave alone.